Hey, Nintendo here! A couple days ago, there was a Nintendo Direct that was released and they announced a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start talking about the games and my thoughts on some of the things. So let's jump right into it. So there is Nintendo 3DS stuff still coming out, I guess. They remade Luigi's Mansion. First of all, why? I remember when the Nintendo Switch just released, myself and a couple friends, we all wanted a Luigi's Mansion. We wanted a Switch version, we wanted either a remastered or a sequel, maybe Luigi's Mansion 3, we wanted something. And they tease us by throwing Luigi's Mansion remake or remaster or whatever that was, and for 3DS. Why? But okay, fine, you know, it's alright. Maybe we'll get something on the Switch, who knows? I was actually pretty impressed with WarioWare. They had the WarioWare games, there's like 300 games I believe. They threw it all into one 3DS game. That was pretty impressive. I like that. I don't know if I'll pick it up. I do have WarioWare on the GameCube. I have the games already, so most likely I won't pick it up. And see, Nintendo needs to realize that it's a party game, and not really anybody plays the 3DS anymore. So if I were to buy WarioWare for 3DS, guaranteed I will have nobody to play with. If I had it for Switch, I would have a lot of people to play with because I can just go to people's houses and let them play with the controller. Nintendo, I don't know, but WarioWare for 3DS, I just stop being lazy. I know the 3DS is not that powerful. Stop being lazy and porting stuff into it. I know that so many people have a 3DS, but you know what? Not a lot of people play it. I have, I believe, 3 3DSs, and I don't really play any of them. I was taken by surprise by the Bowser's Inside story. I think that's pretty cool because, you know, I guess they're gonna start remastering all of them or remaking all of them, so you can play all the Mario and Luigi series onto a 3DS. I respect the Bowser Inside story, but I will have to say the fact that it's being released in 2019 worries me a little bit because I just don't think it's a good idea to push the 3DS onto a new year. You know, guaranteeing that there's gonna be games coming out constantly for 3DS, even for years to come. I feel like eventually the 3DS is going to die out. And they're simply going to be like, here's the 4DS. And it's going to be like, no, why can't we just stick to the Switch? Beats me. I got a little more info on Detective Pikachu. Don't really care that much for that game, but it looks pretty cool. I want to encourage spin-off games like that, as long as mainline games are coming out. I mean, we had Ultra Sun, we had Ultra Moon, and then you have Detective Pikachu, which is a spin-off, completely fine. I'm all for it. I don't know if I'll play it, but I'm all for it. Captain Toad is being ported to this Nintendo 3DS and to the Nintendo Switch, which, I mean, that's fine. I already have it for the Wii U. I played it, I liked it, but I won't be buying it again. But if someone hasn't played it and they're a fan of Toad, I strongly recommend it. It was a pretty fun game. So that's enough of the 3DS stuff. Let's get on to the Nintendo Switch. So we already got some ports right off the bat. Like I said, we had Captain Toad. Kami's coming to Nintendo Switch. I thought that was pretty cool. I never really played it. I never got a chance to buy it on the Wii, but I don't know, we'll see. Kirby Star Allies is looking really good right now. I haven't played the demo yet. I want to. I probably will tonight or so, but there's going to be free updates, and we're going to have more allies from past games, and I think that is just so cool. Gooey is going to be in the game. That is just so exciting. A new game with Gooey in it. You don't understand how big of a deal that is. I'm really excited for that game. It's coming out next Friday. Wow, I'm planning on picking that up. That's gonna be really cool. Project Octopath is really coming together. I know a couple friends are excited for Project Octopath, and I'm very happy for them. I'm not that interested in it. I'm probably not gonna pick it up. I have tons of games already, so I'm really picky with what I buy. But hey, Project Octopath is looking really well. It's coming together. It's looking like a pretty big promise for the Nintendo Switch. Dark Souls. Wow, Dark Souls. That I can't believe there's an amiibo coming out for that. Never, when they started amiibo, would I have thought that a Dark Souls amiibo would be created. That was just bizarre. That was just out of the ordinary, and I love it. It had the praising the sun pose, and you know, I props to Nintendo for that. I think that's really cool. Crash Bandicoot's coming to Nintendo Switch. I did not see that coming. I thought I heard somewhere like a rumor or a leak about that happening, and I did not believe it. I'm like, that's a Sony exclusive, that's a Sony IP, definitely not coming to Nintendo Switch. Dream on, and wow, it's coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, I saw a lot of people, you know, being like, oh, hey, you know, Xbox, Nintendo Switch got it first, and no, I'm hearing that Crash Bandicoot's coming to like all platforms. So, you know, it's not just Nintendo Switch. It's coming to all platforms. Nintendo Switch is just included. So, hey, that's pretty cool. I wonder, what if Nintendo did that though? What if like Metroid was going to be on all platforms for like Metroid Prime 4? Can you imagine that? Like for a year, be on the Switch, and after that year, once it hits the anniversary for Metroid Prime 4, they're going to like put it on PC and Xbox and PlayStation 4. That'd be, honestly, from my personal opinion, as much as I really want Nintendo to keep their IPs together and, you know, and that's all our stuff and we benefit from, us Nintendo fans will benefit from buying Nintendo Switch and get to play our own IPs. As much as I'm into that, I think it's going to be pretty cool if they were to consider releasing a Nintendo game on all platforms. So we got a little more information on Mario Tennis Aces. This game's really coming together as well. So they released kind of the roster of characters. There's about 16 characters, including a Chain Chomp. I think the Chain Chomp was probably one of the coolest characters to be released. I've never seen Chain Chomp in any of the games besides some extra in the backgrounds of the games or environments. This is the first time I've seen Chain Chomp being an actual character to play as. Even with the roster of 16 characters, there's more characters coming out. They already hinted at Koopa Troopa coming out as a character you get for free if you play their like online tournament mode. Don't really know what that was. They updated the gameplay mechanics, and there's a lot of things you can do. You can do like trick shots, and you can do like you know, swings and lobbings, and there's a lot of different shots you can do. And there's also the specials. Man, they really brought this game to be almost like the GameCube version rather than how the Wii U version was, the ultra trash game. That game, there was really nothing to it, and this game seems to have a lot more content, a lot more mechanics to it. It seems to be a lot deeper in being a Mario Tennis game. The story mode's looking really cool, and this is going to be definitely day one purchase for me. So we got Little Nightmares. I never played this game, but I've seen footage, I've seen trailers. This game looks really cool. I love the nightmares. I love how spooky it looks and just how messed up it's going to be. I like that it's coming to Nintendo Switch. I'm definitely going to be picking that up. I don't know if it's going to have a physical release. Pretty sure it's just going to be digital, but we'll see. I think it's really cool that they had a Pac-Man amiibo functionality in it. So if you scan the Pac-Man amiibo, you get the Pacu raincoat or something, and you get a basic costume for the character you play as if you scan your Pac-Man amiibo. I think that's really cool because one of my biggest complaints is that there's not enough amiibo functionality. And, you know, just Pac-Man out of nowhere getting some function in this game, I like that. I want them to push a little more amiibo function like that. Definitely something I would encourage Nintendo to do because I need to get my money's worth of all the thousands of dollars I spent on amiibo. ARMS. Even though they said the last update was a couple months ago, seems like there's more coming out soon. So it looks like there's going to be a global test punch for any newcomers who maybe thought of buying the game but didn't want to pay the $50. I know that when ARMS came out, there's hardly any content, and you know that put a lot of people away. But now, after a year of free DLC and updates, the game is pretty solid, and they're going to do the global test punch so you can go ahead and try it out. Pretty sure you won't be able to get the full access of everything, but you still get to, you know, try it. I actually bought ARMS because of the global test punch. That's after I played it, I had fun, and I thought, hey, why not? And so that was a pretty good game that I still go back to today. It's gonna be a whole weekend, so just play whenever you can. South Park was announced for Nintendo Switch. I did not see this coming. Just like the Crash Bandicoot game that was coming. Wow. South Park I had already purchased for PS4. Really enjoyed that game. Made me laugh like crazy, and there's just some really cool stuff in that game. A lot of references to the show. If you're a fan of South Park, I definitely recommend picking that up. You also get the Stick of Truth to come with it. I don't know if that's for the Nintendo version, but I know for the PS4 version, I got the Stick of Truth free when I bought the Fractured But Whole. And so, definitely pick that game up. I recommend it. I thought it was a good game. And coming to Nintendo Switch, hey, you could play it on the go, so I recommend that. Alright, so I guess Splatoon 2 is coming back with a huge update. And the best part about what's coming for Splatoon 2 is that it's going to be a paid DLC. It's going to be $20, but you're going to get a huge expansion. It's going to have a new storyline where you finally get to play as the Octolings. When I saw this, I couldn't believe it. This is one of the things I wished for when Splatoon 2 came out. When I first bought Splatoon 2, and I saw that you couldn't play as an Octoling. I was pretty sad. I mean, I didn't really care too much, but I was kind of sad. I was just like, everyone's wishing to play as an Octoling. Why can't we play as the Octolings? And now we finally get to. So it looks like there's some lab experiment going on, and Octolings are being created. All I know is that they showed this Octoling girl, and she's going through this train with a bunch of new creatures. I saw a blobfish in there. I saw a bunch of deep sea creatures, and then they showed some past characters. We now have Captain Cuttlefish that returned. We now have Callie and Mari that were on the train. Pearl and Marina were in the train. And my favorite part was they showed, I don't remember who it was. It was Agent 3 or Agent 4 for Splatoon 1. So basically the story mode character you played as in Splatoon 1 was shown in the trailer for this expansion, which was pretty cool. There's going to be 100 new costumes coming out. I believe that's a free update. I don't think that's part of the expansion. And there's also going to be a rank X. So anyone who's in competitive mode can rank up to X and move on from rank S mode. I was pretty hyped for Splatoon 2. All the stuff they're going to add to it was really exciting. I've been going back to Splatoon 2, wishing there was more content, believing there wasn't going to be any new content. But it looks like there's going to be a huge expansion, and that's just going to make the game even more solid than it already is. After they announced the Splatoon 2 part, I thought the direct was over. I was pretty content with what they shown. I was happy. I didn't expect anything else. I thought that was it. Then they said, oh, we have one final announcement. And I was like, oh my goodness. Could this be? No, it can't. No, definitely won't be. No. And then they trolled us because they showed the beginning of like the Splatoon 1 trailer. And I was just like, are you kidding me? They're going to port over Splatoon 1? What's all this talk about Splatoon 2 if you're just going to port over the first one? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Then the trailer kept playing, and they kept going. And I'm like, I don't remember the trailer being this long. And then the Inklings were fighting each other, and I thought, there's a little fishy. And the screen goes black, and I thought, oh no, it's happening. Oh no. Inkling girl looks up, and in her eye, you see the logo of our dreams. Smash confirmed for Nintendo Switch. I screamed so loud. I punched the pillow. I couldn't believe Smash was confirmed this early on in Nintendo Switch's life. But they showed Breath of the Wild Link, they showed Mario, and they showed the silhouette of some of the characters. And oh my goodness, it goes without saying that the world was just, in a storm after that. All over the internet, that's all you see is the Inkling girl's face with the logo in her eyes. But anyways, so people are all debating if it's going to be a port or an original game for the Nintendo Switch. I personally think it's going to be an original game. I don't see why they would port over Smash 4, especially with the studios being different. Namco designed or worked on Smash 4, and Studio Hall is working on this game. And it doesn't seem like there's really pointing at a port. They would have said right off the bat if it was going to be a port, and I think it's going to be Smash 5. I do think Smash 5 is going to go the same route of like Splatoon. Splatoon 2 is a sequel to Splatoon 1. However, the game mechanics and the graphics weren't really updated. It was just kind of the same thing. But it was enough to be a sequel. I think this is going to be the same thing. I think Smash 5 is going to use the same engine. It's going to use a lot of the same recycled stuff from Smash 4. They're just basically using Smash 4 as their foundation, and they're going to build off on that. So I think Smash 5 is a pretty good guess. I'm going to elaborate more on some of these games later on, next videos. I'm going to definitely do a lot of Smash Brother videos, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching this. I hope you guys were just as excited about these games. What games are you excited about that's coming out? So leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. What are some games that were announced in the Nintendo Direct that you're really hyped for and really excited for? I'm personally really excited for the Splatoon 2 expansion. I'm excited for Mario Tennis Aces, and I'm really excited for Smash Brothers. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.